speaking can build your business. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I gave a speech over the weekend. Small speech, short speech, but it was one relating my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business, relating it back to a group of business owners and their style of building business. So that was a lot of fun. And I got a lot of great feedback on it, and actually I sold some books, so that was fun. It wasn't even my intention to go and sell books, but I had some there available for those that wanted them, and so I was happy to do that. Plus, if you happen to be watching this and you bought one of those books and you would like to give me any type of feedback afterwards, good or bad or otherwise, afterwards, I would love to hear it, and I will be happy to provide you with another free gift. I don't know what that'll be right off the bat, but I have a handful of things you may be interested in. So get back to me. You can always go to my website, brianjpombo.com, and if you're interested in getting a free copy of my book, and you're welcome to grab this too, anybody watching, you get a digital copy, free digital copy. If you just want to read it, go check out amazonproofbook.com. So the book's all about how to be competition proof, and so I gave a talk about it, and I got a lot out of that talk personally, because every time you can verbalize more about what it is that you do, or verbalize more the thoughts that connect with what you do, the ideas, the concepts, you can learn more about it than everyone else can, and it allows you to become more confident in what it is that you're talking about. It allows you to be challenged a little more because you're putting ideas out there, so you're likely to get feedback that isn't necessarily positive, and that's okay. But you got to look for that type of thing. Doing any form of public speaking whatsoever cannot hurt your business. It can only help. Not that you're necessarily looking for a direct transaction right off the bat, but you might be. That's a different story. If you're doing public speaking specifically to sell something, that's a different story. What I'm saying is if you're doing nothing but free public speaking, if you're doing that and getting a chance to talk about what it is that you do, this is a form of content marketing. It really is. You're giving people something that they can use right off the bat, while at the same time introducing them to you and your ways of doing things, your business, your cause, your charity, your church, or whatever it is that you're trying to get out there. The main idea is if you can practice talking in front of people one-on-one, either on a stage or in person, one-to-many or one-to-one, it doesn't matter. Even doing videos like this, if you have a chance to talk out your ideas, to talk out your product, your service, and everything that surrounds it, and all the issues connected to that, from the perspective of who it is that you're talking to, that's key. That's very important. If you can talk to them from their perspective, or from what you presume their perspective to be, then you can't lose doing that. You'll get better and better and better. I was having a discussion with my friend Diana earlier tonight, and we were talking about, she was discussing wanting to become a better speaker, and we were kind of throwing back ideas, things that we've heard, things that we've known from other people, and how that could help. And one of the things is just to get out and start doing. This is one of the principles of Toastmasters International. That's a group of people that get together and practice speaking and practice discussing the concepts around public speaking. It's a very, very interesting. It's something I've always been interested in doing, and if anyone out there is a big fan of Toastmasters, I'd love to talk with you and come on here and tell us your experiences. But talking about what it is that you do, talking about your business in public to other people, you can't get enough of that practice. It's only going to make everything better. It's going to make your ideas better, whether the people listening actually hear you or not. Just you going through those motions is going to build you and what it is that you do. I know I just kind of keep saying the same thing over and over again here, but really that's what I do every night. I say the same thing over and over in different ways. I bring up different examples to try and point to you ways of standing out. Content marketing is one of those that you can use that doesn't require a stage. It doesn't require anything else but just talking out your ideas. This is so important to both getting attention and getting better at communicating, which is what it's all about. In the end, you got to communicate your message to a whole lot of people. You got to say the right things in the right way in order for them to be able to follow you and for you to be able to have a following of what we would call a customer base or client base or whatever it is that you're looking to produce. So that's all I have for tonight. Hopefully that's helpful. We'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.